Hello everybody, welcome back to another Space Marine 2 customization tutorial. So in this tutorial I'm going to show you guys how to make the Sons of Horus. Now I know it's not perfect and I know it's not incredible because we don't have the studs, we don't have a blank chest plate, but I think it looks pretty close and pretty cool. Obviously you've got the eye, I forgot what it's called, but it's that massive eye that Horus has on his chest plate, and I think it looks pretty cool. And these guys, well, they're basically the big bad of the Horus Heresy. So let's get straight into it. So let's start with the armor setup. So straight away you're going to go ahead and you've got a choice of two helmets for this build. You've got that Mark 8 Errant or the Mark 6. I highly recommend the Mark 6 as it is the lower, like the earlier model helmet. But if you do still want to go for the Mark 8, which is still, it's got the Firstborn vibe, but it's not the helmet that they wore, you've got a choice. It's up to you. You don't have to use this helmet. I do personally prefer the Beaky for this build, simply because it is, well, it's more accurate really. So yeah, once you've done that, go across to your pauldrons. So for the pauldron, I highly recommend using the Mark 6 again. You've got a choice for the shoulders. You don't have to have an emblem on here, but I recommend just keeping it as the default. But if you want the Mark 6 style, then go for that. And obviously you have to change the shoulder to have the right symbol, but I'm just going to leave it on this one. So the chest plate, you've again many choices. So you've got either that, you know, you could use that and pretend that the Ultramar symbol is not on there, but it's up to you really. I know it's different from the beginning, but I'm going to use this one just to swap it up a little bit. The backpack, I'm going to keep it the same as the default. The war gear, you've got a choice between the bottom, well, the mid right one, or the bottom right, bottom mid right, or the top mid left. So I'm going to go for that one. Simply, it's got more to it, and it covers a bit more. The other one is just 3 lines. For the gauntlets, you can leave it blank, but I'm going to use the communicator. I know it's not really accurate, but I think it adds just a little bit of detail to the armor. For the greaves, go for your right greave and go across and get that skull on there, and that's a pretty basic setup so far. You don't really have to change much when it comes to colouring it, so let's get into that right now. So here we are, and I'm going to give you 2 options. Obviously if you do have the DLC, you're obviously going to use this helmet, but if you don't, you've got a couple of choices really. So if you don't have the DLC, you'll obviously still have the trim on this shoulder as well, but I highly recommend just making that either no Nile or Abaddon black. Mostly Abaddon black because it's makes it like it's got a bit of dirt on it, and it looks really good. And for the backpack, make that also Abaddon black. So that's basically changes of this armor. For the actual trim and stuff like that, I've done this a bit backwards, I know, but if you don't have the DLC, I recommend it using Iron Warriors. I know it's not perfect, but at the same time you'll see why. If you do have the DLC, use Dark Reaper or Grey Seer. Now it's up to you which one you want to choose. I do like the Grey Seer because it's like a flat grey. You could also use Dark Reaper because it's like a shiny. It's up to you, but I do like the flat because it looks like it's got a bit of dust on it. You know, it's not shiny and clean anymore. And for the trim, again, if you don't have the DLC, slap Iron Warriors on there. And well, if you do have the DLC, slide on down to Grey Seer. Sadly, there is no equivalent to the other colour, which was the grey Slayer. Ooh, my bad, clicked escape twice. But yeah, that's basically it. You just need to put that emblem on the right shoulder, wrong one again. My god, I'm making so many mistakes in this video today. It's almost like I've not done a tutorial in the last week or so. There we go. And just like that, you've got a son of Horus. Now, I understand in the next update we're getting the studded shoulder, so you could technically swap this out to have the normal trim one and try and sneak the Black Legion symbol on there and make it black with grey, maybe a bit of gold on there too. But you know, this is the current version. When the DLC does come out, I'm going to be trying to make all sorts of new chapters, such as the Crimson Fist, and I've made them before when I first initially started these tutorials, but I'll be doing a better version because we can finally change the colour of said fists. So that is about it for this tutorial, guys. If you do like it and you're a fan of the Horus Heresy and 30k and stuff like that, please leave a like and I'll try and make more of these 30k style chapters. I'll happily try my best to recreate as much as I can. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a comment on which chapter you'd like me to do next. Leave a like and don't forget to subscribe to keep up to date on everything that I do. I've most recently had access to the 7.0 open beta, not open beta, but open test server, and it's a lot of fun but pretty unstable at the moment, and I'm very much looking forward to the next update that we're all going to soon have access to. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.